Welcome to Cyber Espresso Podcast, your quick chat of cybersecurity insights with industry leaders. I welcome today's guest, Roy Binay, Regional Director at EC Council. Roy, welcome to our podcast.
Thank you so much, Murat, for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
So, Roy, AI offers powerful tools to defend against cyber threats. But equally, cyber criminals are also leveraging AI to develop even more sophisticated attacks. So, who is winning the war on AI?
That's a fantastic question, in fact, and I would take you back to history. We always learn from history.
Correct.
So, when guns were invented, right, both parties had guns. When tanks were invented, both parties had tanks. When any weapon is invented, both sides have both the weapons. They have players who are good at both. Sometimes the hackers win, sometimes the defenders win. But given the tools that we are able to nowadays work on, thanks to the fantastic work that our different corporations are doing, we have been able to push them back. Remember, hackers, they keep attacking multiple systems, right? Every day, every hour, every minute. So if out of millions and millions of portals and accounts and websites, we get like maybe what, 10, 12 hacks,
Yeah.
we are on a safer side. And as we go forward, I am confident that corporations are learning a lot. We are developing people accordingly. We are training them. In fact, EC Council is teaching penetration testing using AI. We are trying to reduce the time it takes to do the pen testing. We are trying to use AI tools. We have recently associated with Fire Compass, which does AI, continuous automated red teaming. So we are using those tools to make sure that if a hacker is having a tool, we'll have one as well.
Yeah, I like your analogy. So, at your current role, you're covering a vast region, Middle East and Africa, right? So, could you walk us through the key strategic priorities that you're focusing on, knowing that those markets they have different characteristics? So, how
Oh,
do you
each
unite them?
country, each country has a different characteristic. And if we talk about Middle East, I'm looking at around 10 countries, and we have to be very specific when we reach out to the partners that we have, the enterprises that we have, because each and every country has their own priorities set. Some of them obviously are better prepared than others. So we catch the bus where we can. For instance, if we are talking to enterprises in UAE, our pitch is centered around the latest cybersecurity framework that they have for 2030. If we are talking about Saudi, we talk from the Vision 2030 that they have. But at the same time, when we are working with countries like Iraq and Kuwait, we try and help them with developing the workforce towards the latest frameworks that they have come up with. Jordan has recently, last year, they announced the cybersecurity framework. So our effort is to make sure we train the workforce accordingly. So yes, it is a tough ask because everybody is at a different level. Good thing is that everybody wants to move forward, and countries that are lagging behind are kind of aware of it, that they need to double up their pace to reach faster. They need to catch up. And thanks to the efforts of these governments, we are able to help them reach their goals much faster.
Very good. So back to your discussion on training the workforce. I know, looking at your LinkedIn profile, you're very active and engaged in empowering students in the campus events or other career events. So, what common mistakes should students avoid when starting their career?
Wow, that's a fantastic question. I would love to take 2 minutes for that because you have touched a very soft corner. The reason why I'm telling you is because I started my career as a trainer. I am a
Awesome.
trainer at heart. So I'm a teacher at heart. The biggest problem that I see across student is the herd mentality. So cybersecurity, we need to understand, is an industry. When we are talking about an industry, there are different type of roles available. So there is space for each and every individual to work, thrive, grow, and perform in cybersecurity industry. But if you talk to individuals, everybody wants to become a hacker. You know, that's the problem. So whenever I talk to universities, I keep giving these career seminars for students. The first thing I tell them is know yourself. So the first thing I suggest is instead of thinking what to study in cybersecurity, step one is to look inside, see what you are good at. For instance, if you are someone who works under pressure, I mean, you are the last minute guy who studies, then maybe you can get into incident handling. Maybe you can get into disaster recovery. But if you are a challenge lover, that means you like to fight it out and you want a challenge, be a pen tester. If you are good at talking, get into management. If you are good at consulting, get into threat intelligence. So you see, if I know where I am good at, my half of the job is done. But unfortunately, a lot of students, they don't do that. There are challenges because if you look at from the university perspective as well, how many batches will they run? How many cohorts will they run? Will they get enough numbers to basically run the profit analysis of the class? I understand that issue. That is why I suggest that you do the analysis outside the perimeter of the university. There are uh, nice evaluation mechanisms like MBTI, Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. It's free, available on internet. So you can use these analysis tools to understand what kind of a personality you have. Then take suggestion from experts and of course AI and see where exactly you can do good and then accordingly plan your career path. We are there to help everybody everywhere. And if they know where to go, we are there.
Yeah, I know it's a difficult question, I am sure, at that age, but they need to get guidance. But it's a very nicely articulated and categorized. So I really like it. I don't know, you publish something like that, but based on the role,
We
what they're
keep
gonna do,
doing
it's
we
amazing.
keep doing cybersecurity career webinars for
Okay.
our partner universities and for open public. For example, we are now conducting free workshops on different type of threats. I'm myself taking it. We have done with 3 threats. We are doing 3 more. I will make it a point. I'll loop you in any further webinars that we do for the community. We do a lot of these workshops for the community for at absolutely no cost, just to give back to the society. I'll make sure I'll share the links, the registration links, and every detail with you so that maybe you can help spread the word around.
Absolutely. I will appreciate that. Roy, thanks for your valuable time. It's a fantastic conversation. I appreciate your availability.
Loved it. Thank you, Murat. Thank you so much. I loved
Take
it.
care. Ciao.
Pleasure.